it's me. Yes, it is. You may recognize me from, well, I mean, if you don't know who I am.
Exactly.
I need sunglasses, otherwise I won't know who I am.
One of our most famous reactors and one of the stars of the Fat Speedster short film, of course, Miss V over here. Heck yeah.
For victory.
Heck yeah. Exactly. V for victory. Yeah, she's joining me. We are going to be, I let her pick and dictate the type of fan film we're watching today. She's in the mood for some watery, magical stuff. But something else came up, a random one that caught both of our eye. And we're like,
yes.
Oh, shit, okay.
I was like,
cool.
What is it?
The thumbnail alone got us both. We're like, all right, let's do this one. I have no idea what it is.
We're not sure if it's French. Is it Chaisson? Chaisson?
But Chaisson Quest for Oriud.
Chaisson, you see, Americanize it. I read it backwards, if you will. The land is dying. Magic is outlawed. Only a fugitive princess may hold the key for restoring life to her world. And I'm like, let's do it.
Let's do it. By Brotherhood Studios.
Ooh, that's a nice name too.
4K subscribers. This has 350,000 views. This was posted 3 years ago.
Not bad, not bad.
Yeah, I feel like let's just jump in here. We shall discover.
Is there sound?
Studios. Yeah, it's just really quiet. There's barely any. Should be a slight orchestra coming in now. Yeah. All right.
Nice little childish drawing here.
Yeah.
Too long has the curse of magic corrupted our people. As of tonight, it shall be no more.
I like it.
I like the style. It's like Lord of the Rings map, sort of. While there's like a battle cry and battle sounds in the background.
The font choice is endearing.
I was about to say the same thing. I love the font choice.
It's like Comic Sans Tolkien edition.
I was about to say Comic Sans Tolkien-ish. Yeah, it looks good. Looks cool. I mean, I'm sure it looks familiar, but I don't know where I've seen it from. If I have,
your flawed leadership has cost my son his life, General.
That mountain festers with unnatural powers.
I like a little of his backstory while we're exploring the map. That's
nice.
kind of brilliant.
The small backstory of like a battle and battle cries,
get an understanding of the land, the names,
epic dialogue, but we have no idea who's doing it yet. Zoning out of this, it's just on one piece of paper here, and got things.
Chaisson has me impressed so far. We're only a minute 18.
This is especially for a fan film. There's a lot of thought just put into these first minute and 18 seconds,
which are crucial. Obviously.
Yes, to hook people. It's good.
Oh, nice. Okay. I love the captions. Bold, pleasant music.
Magic.
I love the captions. Will come up with some good stuff.
Like all good children. The ancients used its power to sustain their lands against decay, but my people have rejected the old ways. All hope may die with them.
I hope the bird's the tutor. That'd be so cool.
Yeah. I'm wondering how much they made on this. I mean, without looking at the description yet, we'll see if they have more information. But I'm wondering if they did a crowdfund for this, or if this was like part of a Renaissance thing, and then they got people to want to film together. Because it looks like they got somewhat matching. I'm not sure if they're matching yet.
Decent looking costumes thus far. Yeah.
Looks decent enough. Yeah, and her. You mean our clock tent didn't keep her in here?
Right. Like, oh, she's a sly one. She cut her way out. Literally couldn't just lift the tent, so that way they didn't know where they go.
Well, they can only do it. They can only afford to do it once. Okay. On my leg, on my chest.
Nicely done.
That's an interesting shot.
It was short for sure, but it was nice. But I'm sorry, I just had to laugh. Like, he is struggling to get over this log, and then they're like, "Just take a shot," and I'm like, "Of course." You literally, can you see over there?
Yeah.
The ending of the log. He literally could have just gone around it.
doing a Kenobi a little bit. You could have just walked around instead of blasting the gate open. Just walk around.
I mean, we all know that he probably, like, their signs are there. He's probably going to die anyway. But the way that he had to die is so unnecessary and funny. All right, well, plan back. Oh, never mind.
Oh shit.
He should have done that before he jumped over the
Right. So wait, why'd they run at all? Just teleport.
Why did they even run?
Like just teleport wherever you guys were before, and
Unnecessary drama is what
the
that
arrow hit him, and he's like, "Oh, duh, that's what I should have done."
Just like,
Teleport.
duh, I have
Yeah,
not-
I forgot about it.
Oh.
Alien mutilation. Submerged for the time a little
Father!
bit.
Oh.
Chick with the best.
This is like low budget Oscar Isaacs right here. I love it.
That's a good comparison.
Come help me, this fool couldn't jump over a log.
Adara, wait!
Now's not the time to be like, oh, forget dad. Guys, family reunion.
Yeah. Seriously. His blood makes green grass. All right.
Cool.
Interesting.
Bury him next to a water source.
Yes.
There is a fountain that is hidden at the
He
top of the
rises from the
I
dead.
was about to say. I was like, everything is going so chill and so great. I'm like, this is like really good. And
He got up faster from bed than he did from the log.
that'll be all right. Don't you worry about me. I just got a little arrow wound again. I am magic after all.
Thank God it didn't take me in the knee, otherwise I'd be out.
Yeah, but no, I'm liking how they're doing it so far. They're trying to take it seriously, but that his interruption was oddly funny. So
because he was supposed to be dying. So.
yeah, I feel like it's just the like chill tone and the seriousness, and then just all right, I'm talking now, old man.
Yeah.
All right.
The water from the pool will mend the damage your people have done. Here.
Did you just draw on my map?
I'm sorry, but that was such an unnecessary move of magic too, because he was like, let me just wield my staff and literally draw in magic where the water source is when I could have just
you could have just pointed or just pointed or just used a pen, you know.
This guy doesn't know how to read a room.
Nope.
It's outlawed, you fool!
Fugitive princess is gonna save the land.
Everybody's gonna think they stole it because it's so elaborate.
I was about to say, why would they think that you own this? It's kind of like when they do like the Robin Hood, give them like jewels to the poor. It's like, but everybody knows the poor doesn't have jewels. So what does that accomplish?
You will be granted sanctuary.
I love his response. He just okay.
It's like, hang on,
Hey,
clear my throat before I respond.
It wasn't. You didn't prepare me that you were coming in. Now I have to hold on. You
There-
find
there-
that.
This was a really cool scene, but they're missing some dynamic mystery here.
I feel like the pace needs to
a little bit
pick up a
slower because
li-
this was a
it-
cool opening.
Yeah, it's a cool
And then
opening,
it's-
but like there's no. I think we're supposed to feel a sense of urgency in that last scene, but I'm not sure that resonated as much with it. Like I understand what they need to do, but like I don't know, there wasn't like with haste. Let's go, come on, gotta. There's like hurry, let's go.
See, now that was cool. So the unnecessary breathing. Now what you have here, like just the guttural sounds in the background versus intentionally breathing into the mic to sound mysterious, ominous, everything like that. That part was cool. The other part was unnecessary.
Yeah, now it looks freaking good.
Okay, kept it short. I'm okay with that. Because now I want to know more about these assassin people, obviously.
Yes.
Don't fret, young one. Let's practice your lessons while
Well, obviously he healed up just fine.
Moment spent.
Yeah,
well,
he's magic,
moment
it's all good.
spent.
It's all good.
We can't just wait like this.
We're doing the old teacher,
Forest heals me.
young student, of course.
Let's make
Of
it down more
course.
slowly.
Close your eyes.
Feel the force around
Hold
you.
out your hand.
Great. Hold out to your hand. 3 fingers.
What do you feel?
I played this game before. This does not
Good
end
young
well.
one.
honestly.
What is the log meant for?
The log. Is that what we call it these
Firewood.
days?
Right, there you go. Rodents.
Uh-huh.
Shelter.
It's a squirrel house.
Calm yourself. It is only your friend and 2 companions.
That was abrupt and weird. All right.
I assume that was
like
her
your
like
foot.
tapping into magic for a second.
Yeah.
I think.
There are far more powerful things.
So because she got the answers a little bit more creative, correct and creative, she can feel magic. This reminds me a lot of that scene in the Ahsoka series where the green-haired boy is like looking out on the
Oh
precipice, and
yeah,
he's like, "I can."
Can't you hear it, Ma?
Right.
It's like,
So they're
oh,
trying to make
okay,
it
yeah, I
seem like
can.
he has force powers, right? But
Yeah.
literally, all she had to do was just pause for 5 minutes and listen carefully. Like there was nothing special about the
Yeah, true, but I mean, I'll give this the benefit of the doubt that it's a short film, so it has less
right,
time it
right.
needs
This
to
doesn't
work
have
with
like a
it.
$1 billion budget, right?
Yeah, or all the time they had because that kid was in like a show with her and all that stuff, and then in this, and then in that show and stuff. This is just first time.
Right.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, yeah, I agree.
We best be
A
moving.
little too quick.
We'll want to be
If
well
only it was
into
that
the
easy,
bush
right?
nightfall.
Hey, you bumbling guy.
He's like, what? What?
Yeah.
It's just hot.
Now, where's that flying thing that was on the paper that he made?
All right. Why aren't they just having the wizard show them where to go?
Right. See, that was what I was saying. Like, I'm not exactly sure. Like the way that they were doing the pace, I don't really get what they're doing right now. Like, it's just like, oh, I mean, are you
Right.
not
Okay.
sure,
I haven't
really?
even got
Like,
that. Honestly, I haven't even gotten that far into the actual plot. Like we know. So okay, let's read. We know that magic is outlawed,
mm-hmm.
and apparently she's gonna save the world. But you don't even know what her father is. Is he
It's
the
like,
magistrate? Is
what's
he the town?
What are the bad guys doing? Like, what's the threat of the bad guys? Like, are the bad
Obviously,
guys
to
people,
stop them.
like, are the bad guys
Why?
people that have magic or don't have magic?
And maybe I'm just over. And maybe I missed the part where they have to find the sacred pool, but I don't know why.
They said something it'll heal the lands that your father effed with or something.
I mean, everything looks great so
Rooted.
far.
I was about to
Except
say,
for
it looks
the
like a
dead cow. Oh, okay. There was the dead cow.
There's
So
the dead
obviously there's
cow.
some kind of plague, but
Right.
I'm not getting a sense of dire circumstances because, like, look, cows die.
Yeah, it's not an uncommon event.
I think it would have been, if that's the case, if the land is tainted, it would be cool to see some of the people somehow like flesh destructive somehow, so that way you could see that it's affecting everything. But anyway,
I feel like they've got like 75% of like a great setup visually and everything.
oh yeah,
for all
visually
this
it looks
stuff,
great.
but then it's like no, but then there's the other parts, like you just said, like there should be some parts that are more dead than others, maybe, or people acting differently, like you said, or
nothing over the top, exactly. Like maybe just the fingertips are a little discolored, maybe a little fleshy, maybe a little bit about the
people even look
mouth.
more tired for some reason, just
Yeah,
some other
jaundiced.
type of visual effect to see that there's a problem here. But I'm not even sure who the bad guys are really.
The dark people with asthma, obviously.
She ran away. Yeah, there's that for a second, but like,
But we don't know why they're bad people.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm just like, so did they have magic or not too? I'm not even sure, really.
So,
or what are they doing that's bad? I guess that's the main thing I'm missing here. I'm not sure why.
Yeah.
What's the urgency with anything? Like, I guess we can compare this to, in a way, Lord of the Rings and other, like Narnia and other.
I was thinking more of like
ones.
Willow, because even Bath Morta, like it was quick and fast in the beginning, but the whole crux was that she was the evil queen, she wanted power, and the baby was going to take that from her. Like we get that in like 3 minutes. We're 11 minutes in, and we're like, what's the problem?
Yeah,
because she can't even use magic. So why does she feel threatened?
That's what's disappointing right now. There's so much good that they can do here. Of course,
Yeah.
like they've got the ideas, but it seems like they're just having kind of fun hanging out. And I don't really.
Hey guys, want to go on an adventure? Look for a river.
I think this is like one of those problems that adventure films have, or like fantasy ones, because they don't know what to focus on half the time. And it's like, I think that's what they're doing here. They're like, look, there's a magic thing, and we've given information, and there's some concern.
Mm-hmm.
But
I mean, there's a lot to try to fit into 34 minutes, but
I mean, I feel like that's when you'd have the bad guys do something bad that kicks you more into drive. You have to hurry across to get to wherever before they do.
Because literally now they're just picking daisies and having a good time.
Yeah, and smiling. The guy was injured at first. That's another. That's another sense that you should hurry up, right? And it's just like, no. So
it would be better if he was left behind.
I feel like we should be feeling a little tense, like, oh shit, what's going on? But like, they're chill. So like, I'm just like, yeah, okay, like what? Right. Yeah, what's going on here? Is there a darkness? Looks like a great piece of land here. Yep,
I don't know
that's
that,
me.
and that
Yep.
pause, that look, almost looked a little romantic. in my
He's
opinion.
probably got some suppressed feelings toward her over the years.
Of
I'm
course,
guessing.
of course.
I don't know. He's like, she's almost of age, but still kind of creepy.
He's the tutor. So, yeah, and he's
And there's
like,
all these
what a
dudes, but
perv.
like, there's only one nice girl around here. God dang it. I can't even tell. Which one was the dad?
That guy that we were just looking at.
See, I couldn't even tell. It's like, I don't know. Like,
Oh, that was cool.
all right,
Okay.
they're in black. They're the bad guys. All right, yes.
What did that foot belong to? What?
Why'd they show them? Why'd they show that scene?
Dear friend, if we can just
What?
pause for a
You
moment.
asked for haste.
What? They didn't like.
Okay.
They could have just not even showed that part because nothing happened. Like what?
A little bit longer, a little more context would have been great because that was cool. But now I'm left.
Well, like, did we see our heroes leave a sign behind? Like, leave any like in a something we'd recognize to
Right? How do they know
see
where they're
them
going?
recognize? Like,
Because they literally transported there. So how would they even know where to start looking for them?
in fact, what? So, what's the limit to their magic? Do they? That'd be nice to show, like, what, like, if there's like a catch to using magic or something, because they teleported before.
Maybe that will come
you know?
later. But
Like, they
I
teleported.
want to know what
before.
that skeleton foot belonged to. Did that belong to one of the dudes, or was there? I was waiting to see a creature come in behind them.
Maybe with the land dying, or something. Yeah, I'm very conflicted on what the actual problem is in this. Yeah.
Oh, Chaisson, come on.
I need to rest.
And the way that the description was like, only the princess can save it. I thought she was like going rogue or something. Like,
Right, I kind of got the vibe that she already knew who she was as a magic user.
Yeah, like she doesn't really need to grow right now. She just needs to do what she needs to do to.
Almost like she was a hidden, like she was a magic user, but didn't want her dad to know.
But it seems like she's learning it for the first time now.
But
though.
yeah.
So
for some reason, even though this dude's known her whole life.
Yeah.
We should keep moving.
No, we just
What if
saw.
something's following us?
Wounded, Archer.
Huh.
The faster
He's
we get
wounded?
to the
Oh.
top,
He's
the better.
wounded. We wouldn't
We are
know.
safe for now.
All right.
We're
I can
safe.
sense every living thing around us.
Well, aren't
Okay.
you just full of surprises, Balram?
Why is that a surprise?
I don't want to be mean because these people are hardworking individuals and talented.
Now, this seems to be a
Seems very
problem
calm.
that I notice more often. Like, there's some great
You can just
visuals,
heal.
great setting, great. There should be great things, but then it's like
said as much before.
story is
But it's not the
lacking.
actors; it's the writers. Yeah,
Story is lacking here. I
It
don't.
seems to me that he has something else in his head.
good dialogue.
There's something else he wants to do up there that he's not telling you. Some reason he doesn't have
They
to
wanna
worry
have
about your
this
father.
trust.
Okay, so
Why
here
are
we
you not
got-
listening to this, Oriud?
They want to have distrust between him and the magic guy.
Right, which
But-
okay, I'm okay with. That makes sense.
yeah,
because
but
the
again-
magic guy is acting like a charlatan right now. Like he's one of those dudes that can somehow persuade everybody to like him, and then there's that one guy, which is father here,
Yeah.
who doesn't, which I'm okay with. It's just not
Well, it's right
being
now. It's
presented.
just right now. It's just he's voicing he does not like magic guy, rather than like maybe there's something that they encounter. Like you pointed out with just pointing at the map, for example. Like you could have just pointed at the map instead of just using magic. Like I want it to be where magic is being used a little bit too much around our guy who doesn't like the magic.
Right.
And then he's like, and then he can, maybe lead up to a burst of like, do you have to use magic for everything? Like what, and like if the daughter's interested in the magic, maybe. And it's like, no, that stuff makes you useless. Like, don't, do it the hard,
trying
do
to
it,
persuade the
do
father
it
that magic
get your tool and use a weapon, use this, use your brain. Don't rely on magic crap. And then have the magic. Maybe there's some other purpose to the magic that they can use that is good, but like,
right,
sure, it's supposed to balance there. That's I feel like that we'd be getting that along with their walking along journey rather than picking daisies, so that we can still be shown what they're trying to show us, and then also be building up the discourse or something, building up whatever.
I think the difference also, it's like we were talking about earlier, subtleties. So of course there's a short film and everything, but they've been walking for hours. They don't look tired. So even with the daisy picking scene, if they would have made them look a little bit bedraggled, even though they were smiling, these are the subtleties that tell you what's going on in the story. It would have made it look like they were been walking for hours, put some sweat beads on them, whatever. So it's almost like during this time of struggle, they took time to smell the flowers. And so when they come around the side and, look tired, look even more worn out,
Yeah.
that would help with the time frame and the process.
I agree. Have their clothes have some grass stain on them, have a little dirt or smudge,
dark circles under the eyes.
Have them actually look like it's difficult to walk a little bit, so that it's like, can we please take a break here or something? That would help too, because she looks like she's ready to go on the runway.
There's something about fan films, short films, whatever you want to call it, where it's almost like they're afraid to make the women look rough. And you can still have a beautiful woman that looks tired. But you never notice in these kinds of films, they've got usually they have over the top makeup. It's never smudged. It's never dull. It's like rub some dirt on their face. You can have a beautiful woman be dirty. I mean, for crying out loud, even in Lord of the Rings, they gave Arwen a scratch on the face. There were a couple of times where she even had dark circles around her eyes. And she's an elf, so she's always supposed to be flawless, right? But having just a little bit of roughness here and there. So,
if you're to distill one of my things after watching so many fan films, that is definitely one of the biggest things I would like to see more of in general.
Dirty
is like
women?
Visual. Well, I mean, visual signs of like wear and tear, essentially, so that it looks more convincing. I mean, it's usually even with guys during fights or something, like they, sometimes be breathing a little heavy, but they don't look like they're tired at all.
Like even in this scene, if they made it and I know it's hard to control the weather and everything like that, but if this scene would have been cloudy and kind of rainy, that would have helped too. Because then it would be like, hey, we need to pause, we need to rest, we're tired. It's like, no, come on, we gotta keep.
The weather's moving, we gotta move.
Yeah,
something like that. But that's what I'm saying. That might be part of why they never do that, is because of time constraints, maybe, and like where they have to go out and film. There's like just a limitation, maybe. But
of course, we can say that easily. Sipping our lattes at home. So
yeah, that's my guess, would be time constraints is why they do it the way they do.
Not a child, Archer.
I'm not going to stand by while you follow him with such blind loyalty, Irana.
You're here for your protection.
She's known him her whole life.
We both know where that got
it's
my
not
brother.
Blind loyalty.
Yeah.
From what I understand.
Yeah, we haven't been shown enough to really see why this wouldn't be okay. Well, again, has the old man done anything mischievous yet? Like,
well, he didn't die when he should have.
I won't have your death on my conscience.
Or like, if he put her in danger directly.
Okay, so now I'm confused. I won't have your death. We're going on this terrible adventure, but I don't like the wizard man, so I've decided to change my mind.
I don't know.
All right.
I mean, they made it sound like he's going to help his daughter so that she doesn't die, but now he's going to leave her so that she doesn't die. She dies
alone. Too bad, because I was kind of liking the dad character out of everybody here. So
he's probably going to return, but
of course his
logic is kind of confusing to me right now. I don't really get. I thought he was not going to go with her, but that he did go with her to help protect her. This was my guess.
We must keep moving, child. And she's like, I'm not a child.
I am an adult.
I'm
an adult, Dad.
This would be a nice twist, is that I get the impression. Look, there it is. Oh, okay.
All right.
I like it.
Smoke around.
I like it.
It's good. All right. Something.
This is a really cool visual thing.
Why would he be talking to her like that? I guess if he knows her for a long time, I feel like you'd know.
She should already know all this stuff.
She either should be familiar with this kind of a thing, or he should word that differently in a way that she would get. You would think, like.
I think the problem is too is that we haven't watched this in its entirety.
Yeah,
and then gone back and critiqued.
That's true. That's true.
Minoran can summon.
That's how we do it, though. We watch him raw.
I think it would be a great twist if he was the bad guy at the end. Who's been
that might help save it. That might help save it a little,
because he is acting like this has like Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah, he should be encouraging her to go with her father or something, or do something. I don't even know. I feel like we got so much information, but also not as much information with this.
We have a bunch of puzzle pieces that don't go together.
Yeah, it's just like, hey, we got all these pieces. Did they connect? Not yet.
Unnecessary jumping off the rock.
Right. A lot of baseball swing in there.
See, she's like a beacon in the night wearing a flaming red costume. Like this is people don't do well with female characters in these kinds of things. Their makeup is too much. Their makeup is overly done. Their hair has too many weird things going on with it. They usually have some kind of body paint on, and then they're wearing elaborate clothing, and then they're wearing bright colors. This does not make sense.
I mean, the bright colors make sense in like the royal part, I guess, but I feel like by now it should be more worn down, or maybe they would have thought, let's have you not look like royalty out in the middle of the woods out here.
Right, exactly. Like she
you
could
don't
have run
draw as much
away
attention.
and then have a scene when she was with the father and the family. And like, you can't wear that out there.
But
We'll
yeah,
be
if
seen for sure. And give that mother's
even
clothes.
if random people saw you, they might mistake you as like, oh, we can kidnap the princess, and then
You know, they needed to put a glove on her hand because she had, let's just say that she had, look at this tattoo or some henna on her hand. Okay, we got to cover that up. You can't have your hair looking like that. We gotta make you look like a farmer's girl. So let's take off the makeup. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That would help a lot. That'd be a lot of points, I think, for them right here. If they did something like that.
That wouldn't have been a hard scene. Like literally, father would just have to look at her and be like, "Well, you can't go out looking like that." Next scene, you see her completely different.
Yep, that's a good point.
I thought you said you could sense them. Thank God, something's amiss.
I was talking to her. What do you want me to do? Stop talking to her? It doesn't matter if I sense them or not. I'm talking.
I have to say, even Princess Leia's outfit got dirty after they got the trash compactor. Can you imagine what she would have looked like if today's like fan film be like still pristine?
She'd come out looking hotter. She'd come out looking
exactly.
hotter, and less dirty and more white than ever.
Okay.
Dimension. All right. Show them your worst fears. All right, there you go.
This is cool.
I feel like something like that should have happened way the heck earlier to get us an idea of what the bad guys are capable of, so we know these weird things can do that to people. Let's make sure that doesn't happen to anybody.
And like, don't reveal it's a skeleton creature just yet.
Yeah, just the hooded, just the hood. That's all you need.
That would have been
and somebody's
really cool.
like, and maybe even a child's body drop. So it's like
when they were in the cave and the dad shows up, and like this thing is just done eating whatever it's doing, and then like you said, like the body drops, and then the dad's like, "Look, I got a problem."
Yeah, well, I think it'd be even more impactful if it was like a child that they dropped. Yes. Like, you killed a child?
Or a chihuahua,
That means any kid is off. That means any kid is on the table to be destroyed in this one. So.
Increases the darkness, of course.
Yes.
This is pretty cool, though, the way this creature's done.
Yeah. Looks intimidating, looks cool. I'm not a fan of the music playing right now, though. I mean, a little bit, but
a little distracting.
I don't know. It's not dark enough. I don't know what would help with the ambience here, but the dudes that are attacking them just seem like regular dudes in hoods. So I don't know.
Usually it's like that quiet, and then all of a sudden when they reveal the face, it's that choir of men that go, whoa. You know, like something like that, or or even like, you know, more enhanced sound effects of their movement, so it's kind of heavy. I guess I'm thinking it's making me think of Lord of the Rings a little bit, where like the ring rates are very intimidating. Just seeing a glimpse of one. Right. Like this reminds me a little bit of, was it Amon Hen? Is that?
You're saying from Fellowship?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Wait, no, Amon Hen
by the Uruk-hai, or
by the Uruk-hai. Was Amon Hen, was that the dark place with the Nazgul, or was that the place where Boromir got?
I'm trying to think of where Boromir got hit, but I forget if it was Amon Hen. I forget some of the names.
It's been a little while.
I think it's somewhere else. I don't remember, but all right, magic.
You got a bow and arrow. Why would you go up and do melee combat? You know.
Right.
Useless woman.
Psych. Laters.
I am impressed that they're willing to show pretty much all of the body of this creature, because that's risky business without having professional animatronics.
especially in our fan film experience here. Yes, that's so far the most impressive thing in this so far.
Yes, because they're even showing the
Skills,
chest cavity and everything like that. So
that's where a lot of their time went to. Then I'm guessing. Good. All right.
boy band gonna get it.
Regent's daughter, let me go!
It's the mummy.
And the mummy, I'm thinking of Dementors from Harry Potter. I'm thinking of
I like
a lot
it.
of different stuff.
I think they did a
That was
really
good.
good
Yeah, that was
job
good
with the
stuff.
bad guy. Nice, nice. Oh,
Yeah, female.
now that was cool.
This is the bounty hunter my father sent to pursue. Ballroom will destroy you.
Yes, the Minoran. He has been close to you for a very long time.
Who are you?
I am the ambassador of a dying world. I am the one who will resurrect himself from the ashes of your country.
Is that so? Go and I'll teach you what death really is.
This is well done, I think.
Yeah, this is done pretty good too. I think
Yeah,
you're right
this is a
though. Like
pretty
if
cool scene.
if she was more roughed up a bit, I think that would help sell the
Oh yeah, like
tiredness of this and like
smudge the mascara. You know, give her some blood or something like that. I think that would have been.
yeah, kind of. This is I guess me too. Like they tend to have them just go. They don't tend to have like enough emotional arc, I guess, with this. Like if she was at first, like terrified after watching this thing, like kill her friend or kill, dominate them, and then get more angry about it. Like
She's kind of stereotypical
him,
woman,
and then like
fan film woman.
and then start to get more angry as this dude's talking to her, like that, and then get to the more tough.
So far,
I'm gonna take you down now. You have it build up though, rather than just be I hate you already. Like that's just. I don't know. Something about that feels weak to me. Like
this, I like
angry.
this scene though. I have to say, so far this is good. And this image right here, this shot of her, like
I like the look. I like
this
the look.
might be some of the best acting that she's done. Not disrespectful, but like because it's hard. Like this is an intense face, and I like it.
Yeah, this is the first time where I feel like the stakes matter now. The plots are here. Characters are been messed with. This is their best scene so far, definitely. And the stage is talking. Now we get to see this thing. It's like, okay, it's got. I like the way he says some of the words. For a long time. It's small things like that help.
Of course,
make it a character.
Did he take that out of her?
I
don't know what bargain you have with
Did she get? How did she get shot?
I don't know.
When did she get shot?
I might have missed something if that's what happened. She didn't seem to react to it. That might have been. It might have been one of the hooded guys that she hit. Maybe she might have hit one of them with an arrow when she shot.
Okay.
She did shoot one arrow, I think.
I have to take it back.
Foolish girl. I only have to bring you back alive.
What did he do?
I like it. I don't know what he did. He stabbed her somewhere, and I'm okay. Like, it was great. A little bit confusing, but I'm great.
Give her a nice scar. That'd be good.
See, that doesn't make sense, though, right there. That last part, though, when he says, I only have to bring you back alive, and then he stabs her and she screams. So,
I feel like the sound was more of a cut than a stab sound. Usually there's more fleshy when it's like a stab. It was like a sling, more like a cut
even
noise.
still, like, it just, like,
I already have to bring. I thought you didn't need to do that either. Yeah, just magic noises would have been fine. Like, oh, you're gonna
with the grumble and everything.
You're doing something weird to knock her out. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. All right, Father's back.
I'll take you for a spin. You left her behind.
As did you.
I was trying to help her. You brought her nothing but harm.
You have brought her nothing but harm.
Stop.
This guy is the worst wizard in the entire world.
I'm sorry. I think these guys are the worst so far. I don't know.
The wizard is for
greater than any of them.
And it's like, your world is dying. Look at those pine. Look at those trees and blue sky, and it looks beautiful out.
I know.
It's a great day. Even the dark things come out in the daylight. Like, that might have been one plus if there was like a more emphasis on the shadows or something. Like if they were, like more in the shadow areas, as opposed to moving into, like, if you notice them not move into the sunlight to get them, they wait to be attacked or something.
Or if they only stayed in
something like that. Maybe.
That would have
Maybe.
been an easy way to do that.
True. Yeah, they're not
People have rejected the
coming
gift
out of the
Brethren
shadows.
for far too long. Without their presence, all life will fail.
You blame us.
Of course he does.
Your kind controls nature, Ballerin.
Burn.
See, I don't know why. Just he looks great, but
Let this world
some of
decay.
his delivery, I don't know. Like it's maybe because I don't
It's
have
like
all the
literally,
context. It just
all
sounds
this
funny to
is
me.
your fault.
They controlled
Can
nature,
you
bro.
fix everything around us?
That was the best.
See, I wish that their conflict was really more of like, you think that your wizard people are what we need to survive around here?
You guys think you're better than us, yeah.
You think you control, we need to live with, we can't live without you or something? Like, we've grown our own veggies and we've done our own trees and made our houses. We've lived without you. We've,
Right.
made our own peace with nature. The way you guys do it, you're cheating anyway.
Right.
Like something like that. Some type of conflict like that is what I want, I guess, and it's just not coming out enough.
It's too surface level.
Yeah,
Magic.
it's just like, you're the wizards, and we don't like magic.
No.
I feel like maybe also I'm having problem the camera angle stuff. It's like it's not like it's bad camera angles, but it's not doing anything to help with the emotions that's going on or anything.
You mean the
It's
lack
just
of
kind of
emotion.
it's kind of this has reminded me. I like you brought up Ahsoka earlier. Ahsoka extremely lacks the ability to have the camera make anything look interesting. It's always in like this back state of just kind of being around. It shows what's there, but it doesn't really move around or
Help
do
the
anything.
story. Yeah.
It doesn't zoom in when it needs to. It doesn't go out when it needs to or move when it needs to. It's just it's like I could set up my tripod and then we got it. Good enough,
I cannot.
I thought not.
Not alone.
Oh, you blinded her.
He took out
shit.
her eyes.
Oh shit. Okay. You get points on that one, guys. Holy shit. All right. Y'all
It's
get
a
points.
little overdone, but nice.
Hey, wait. They underdid everything else. I'll allow it. Everything else looks fine still. But okay. I thought it was gonna be like, I did a little scar on your face or something, so you have like a you're not as beautiful now or something. But no, you blinded her. I appreciate that. That's a ballsy move for your character. All right. I've only seen that done in one other fan film, sort of. But this is visually, a lot of they had as much blood syrup as they could. Like I don't think they've used any blood yet, really, except for like maybe that one little bit on his wound. So there's that's all we got left. All of it on there. Boom. That's like extra evil in a way because it's like you can't get your eyes back. You're a cut, a wound, and scars you can heal for the most part.
He left her out somewhere, did he? No. Okay.
She could be captive, but where's she gonna go?
Oh, that's right, because he needs to return her.
Like she can't really escape anywhere.
Let me now.
For me now, bitch.
Try not to stray too far, princess. We'll be back for you after we feed.
Yeah, there's like whatever, do whatever you want because we can't. It's not like you can get away.
It's a little confusing. If they left her in a pit, that would have been
like
cool,
that's some good evil right there. I like that.
Yeah, it's kind of like a game. It's menacing.
Yeah, it's like
okay.
She's on
He
cliffs.
left
She
her
doesn't even know where she is. Like she could have just walked off there for real.
Okay, now I'm
like now she's like she doesn't know where to go. She doesn't have any bearings like that. And now she's got to feel the force and stuff. Beautiful. Wow. Nice creek. Excellent area.
We knew she could hold the secret.
These fan films need to advertise where they film at because they're
probably
freaking
Utah.
Great. A lot of maybe, but still, maybe. There are places like this in Washington.
The Brethren are working tirelessly to bring life back to this world. Lorana's going to have to accept the strength that the Brethren have placed in her.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd really prefer it to be where she's kind of a mix of the two. Like she's got her own hardcore stuff, and then her fighting the thing like with the natural or like the way that she knows how to do it with like tools didn't work, and now she's got to figure out how to do magic. Now she's robbed of sight and has to rely on the senses that the wizard guy taught her. Magic leaves.
The leaf just came and smacked her, and you could tell she wasn't expecting it.
Dragon. All right.
All right, it's dark, but it's daytime. Got it.
What was that?
Or is that what maybe she's seeing in her mind? Maybe.
That's what I'm guessing. She's like, that's what I was saying before. She'll be like Daredevil or something, like some kind of weird echolocation, but like with the trees as her eyes, or form a shape of some kind in front of her. Yes. Use the Force, princess. Believe. Now that twig will hold your weight down. All right. And now we're at nighttime. All right.
Okay.
He looks really good at night.
Yeah.
You are alone, Oriud, and the forest cannot sustain you against me. Now come and feast with me, everlasting day.
See, okay, he is. I like him a lot right there. At nighttime, especially. I'm wishing we had more nighttime scenes now, like with how good how well lit this even is with everything right now. This is good. Like, this is what we I feel like this is what we needed for the tone a little bit.
Yeah.
Like some dark, like have some actual dark happen here.
I can almost taste.
Nice. Okay. I know this is supposed to be intense, but it's lacking intensity.
There's like something with what they're doing. It's either the sounds or the music, the camera. Something's making it not feel epic. It's just like, you know, it's around. He's moving. He's like, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. One of these days, I'll get you. I didn't see that coming. Is he gonna explode? Is he gonna explode or just die? What do you think? Or disappear?
Just
explode,
explode
die, or
into
disappear.
magical dark magic dust.
Okay, I'm betting he'll either explode or just disappear. I'm not sure.
Or maybe implode.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nice. I liked him though.
The best character died.
Yeah,
Dang
he
it.
was. He really is, or was the best character.
Can you drown anybody in the healing pool?
Ah, he's fine. Of course, this is.
Oriud?
Don't
Dear
like this.
child, you are a fast learner.
She had to be. She only had 34 minutes.
2 days.
Life to your wound.
I can't.
Now bite your tongue. For once. Parker is on the right path.
Show him what you have learned. Together, you will be the first seeds to raise a forest from this charred land.
Okay.
Charred land.
A forest from this charred land. Ooh, man. Y'all should have filmed somewhere else if y'all were going for charred. Wow. This is the most beautiful scenery around. Like, I wonder if they really were they gonna like CGI charred land in post or something? Like,
She just gets a little sprinkling and her eyes are okay.
I'm actually kind of disappointed that she got healed at all with her eyes.
Yeah. See,
I
and again, makeup is perfect. She should be having bruising.
the blood looks like she's a warrior. Like,
Yeah, she needed some bruising or something
Painted
like
on
that.
there.
That would have really sold it, made her eyes red. Well, I mean, I guess she's healed, but still.
I mean, I wish that they didn't have her get her eyesight back. That's
Yeah, she was a
kinda
much cooler
cheapens
character
the-
that way.
it kind of cheapens the like permanent effect of losing your eyes. Like, that's
Right.
oh crazy. But I guess it's magic, so whatever.
Now you are ready.
For what?
Good for you.
It's to be a seed
More than repaid your debt with a brother.
of this charred land, Tabitha.
Quite
This
reliable.
charred land.
No.
The flower.
No, this pool can fit one of us.
Right.
This dandelion survived this whole time. Now I'm going to die and watch me
Oriud?
disappear in the pool of healing.
Then what was the point of keeping him alive if he's just gonna? I don't know.
Why would he die in the pool of healing?
He didn't die. He probably like Ben Kenobi. He became one with the Force completely.
Like that's a question. It's like, can you die in the pool of healing? I just would think you can't drown or something.
He gave himself up to magic completely. So
I didn't
he could
get
be
that
part
at
of the
all.
trees or something.
If you can pull
Look,
that
look at
blood-
her face. She's exactly the face that we're making.
You're like, what? They got sidetracked by the dude, and then after that's done, now
I'm telling you, the wizard is the villain in this.
He kind of seemed like it. He's kind
He's
of
a
slowing him
selfish
down.
wizard.
Slowing him down. He yeeted out of there when things got rough.
He
Like,
needed
yoink,
people to
I'm out.
carry him to the pool so he could become one with the spirits.
Hey, there's a little bit of dirt on her now. A little bit.
Yeah, but her lips are too red.
Yeah, it's true.
She needs to look worn, dehydrated. Eyebrows, too perfect.
Even the dirty makeup looks too good. Yeah, man, you got a lot of stuff there that's good, but we got to still hammer in the criticisms, man. That just charred land on this beautiful scenery. Like,
Everybody
come
has
on.
a different perspective
Like
of the world.
If they cut to a desert when he said charred land, that would have been at least funny.
I still don't even know why this is called Chaisson, Chaisson, whatever it's. I don't know why it's called that. Is that the name of the land? I don't know. So that was the quest for Oriud. I'm not even sure what that was. The pool was called Oriud. We don't really know why. A fugitive princess we don't even know why she's a fugitive because she couldn't really use magic until later.
She wasn't really on the run.
What even happened to her dad? Like we don't know what's happening to her. Like that just means all the bad guys disappeared.
I was hoping there was a little more explanation in the description here, but there's really
the puppeteering and the CGI, like this guy says, is fantastic. Special effects, they were pretty good.
Those are fine. Yeah.
But there was a lot of it here. A lot in here that was really good, a lot of potential. But the story the connectivity of the story, the cohesiveness was missing. And I hate the wizard. I'm glad he's gone. Yeah. And it would have been great had they revealed he was the bad guy orchestrating it the entire time, because he really was. He literally, like, that's not what I get out of this movie, was that there was a wizard who grew up with this, that needed to be able to get to the pool in order to become one with the spirit world. And so his master plan was to raise up a girl who he convinced was the chosen one, to take her and a team that would basically protect. If they protected the girl, that meant he would also be under the protection of the group as well. And to have that group take him to the pool so that they could destroy the bad guys that would stand in the way of him becoming one with the spirit world. And so then purposely allows himself to be perceived as weak, and then finally gets to that thing and he's like, peace out.
Later. Yep.
That is honestly,
it's all on you. It's all on you now.
That is honestly the story that I get from this, which is not a bad story, but I know that's not what they were planning to do.
I'm not sure exactly why the death thing is just, I guess, just evil. Which
the best thing was the death guy, the Nazgul skeleton,
the bone skeleton guy was the best thing of this, and the voice was great. The visuals were great. The little bit of CG on the structure and whatnot, puppeteering on that was good. Yeah, he was great. His little minions, though, I wish they did a little bit more to make them seem more intimidating. Like even with just sounds or something, like just simply moving their arm. Like I'm remembering like shots from Lord of the Rings, like they grip a sword and it's like, oh, those things are gonna get you. No, you don't want that. No. I feel again. I wish that the conflict was. I assume it was supposed to be between using magic and not using magic, but I don't feel that happened at all. Like it was sort of talked about, but not really brought through with the characters. He said he doesn't want her to die. Doesn't want her to go with the wizard guy, but there wasn't enough there to really sell that, really. Not to me. That could have been done way better, I think, to make that conflict better, a little more. If they're trying to have him sell these wounded, have a little more wounds or something, a little more acting into it, would have been nice. I don't know. Yeah, maybe they could have cut down some of the walking scenes because not much happened with those scenes. Really, they're
They
just kind of
didn't
walking.
develop the story any further. Yeah.
Yeah, if they're gonna develop something, like I said, like small instances where the wizard uses magic and the other guy tries to use non-magic stuff to do things, would have been better. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I feel like other than that, we
Chaisson.
summed up our thoughts in there. It was a creative, from what I could tell, original film.
Right.
Original. It says a fan film. It says it was a fan film, so it must be copying or
Somebody in the
taking-
comments said something about reminded them or of D&D or something that they have played or something like that. So it's possible
some
that
kind
it
of
was
quest adventure of some kind. That I have no idea what this is. Yeah, they said D&D ish. I assume that it is just trying to go on that type of archetype rather than it being a specific property that it's adapting. So it's fine for that. That might be why it comes off so light to us, because it's not adapting any particular story. It's just adapting to a story. And if they could, they probably would have some kind of charred lands to cut to, but they don't. So it's like this charred lands of beautiful trees and a full forest and nice creek and green,
luscious grass,
really green, fresh grass, water you can probably drink right out from. Like, yeah,
charred land.
Yeah, that's all good. But no, it's still
The people in Africa are crying right now.
one of the most original fan films I've seen. If it's based on something, that's original I've seen, and so I give it credit for that as well. But yeah, there's a lot of good things we got for you, but the story, that's one of the tough ones. That's the backbone.
That's the essential.
That's the backbone you got to have to work. Yeah. So yeah, some work on that would have been nice, but. Anything else you want to add to it? I feel like we pretty much covered it throughout our commentary.
Nah, like we said, had a lot of potential, had some really cool elements, but overall, the story needs a lot of help.
Yep. But yeah, so hopefully you guys make some more stuff in the future. Just spend a little more time on narrowing down what you want to have happen with the characters. I loved that she got her eyes sliced, and that's like something she's got to work through. But I don't like that it got healed at the end. So, well, you get some, you lose some, but yeah,
still better than what I could have made. So
yeah, that's true. But have a good one, guys, and we'll see you on the next one.